What happened? Did that man bring that stuff?
Who?
That liquor. I didn't bring it to you.
He's supposed to be bringing it today.
Okay. You bring that noise in your hands. I'll get it when I get it.
One of the best parts of life is when you can admit the truth to yourself about yourself. Cyberspace is a world where one can become something he isn't, but everything he dares to be. I wasn't interested in getting attached to anyone, and I knew I wouldn't take anyone I met online seriously. I had multiple screen names to increase my chances of meeting someone attractive. The majority of the profiles noted HIV negative under status, but I knew better from the work I had done in the HIV community. I knew 1 out of 3 black gay men was positive. The messages I found in my inbox validated me in my depression. In some strange way, they reinforced that I was worthy and deserving. My days consisted of waking up and logging on to see how many messages had accrued overnight. Months passed before I got honest with my therapist about what was happening with me. And before I knew it, I heard myself say, I've been having sex with people I meet online. To listen to more of Words Never Spoken in Memoir, visit audible.com. I was involved briefly with a married man who believed he had the courage to leave his wife to be with me and to live his truth. This isn't the typical story of a married man promising to leave his wife for a secret lover. Rather, this is a story in part about a gay man who knew he was gay before he got married, but chose to marry a woman because he didn't know how to break free. Rocky and I met on a gay social media site 3 months after I returned to the East Coast to live, and just 11 months after he was married. At the time we met, he was living and working in Dubai as a contractor for the government on a military base, while his wife was stationed in Tallahassee, Florida, where they had a home. In one of the first messages he sent me, Rocky shared that he was married, but that he had regrets. He explained that he had come out to his mother and siblings when he was 18 years old. He said that. To listen to more of One Thing for Certain, Two Things for Sure, a memoir continued, visit audible.com. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig, the Writer Stewart. Yes,
I told you we ain't using that no more.
You got another intro? Did you come up with an intro?
I think I'll give it a shot.
All right, well, let's see what you
What's
got.
going on? It is your boy Keon Stafford.
And I'm Craig TheWriter Stewart.
And this is your official invitation to our Patreon video.
The link is scrolling right here. It's patreon.com/Craig and Keon.
Get on over there right now and hit the link and subscribe to our channel.
It's for all of our exclusive content. You're not going to see it anyplace else. So join now. And if you want to join mine, that's patreon.com/Craig TheWriter Stewart. Bye. Say bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. What's up, everybody? I'm Craig TheWriter Stewart.
And I'm your boy Keon Stafford.
Welcome to the Thursday Night Live,
where we give you funny shit
to take. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig TheWriter Stewart, and this is So Much to Say YouTube TV. These are my thoughts, in my voice, on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. Now, So Much to Say YouTube TV is the place that you come to learn and grow. So go ahead and hit the like button, the share button, and the subscribe button. And turn on that little bell so that you get a notification every single time that I go live or I upload something new. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Okay. Production ain't have it together, honey. He had us all in the they can hear everything we saying. I'm glad we weren't talking about nobody, because they would have heard it all on the live.
Anything I say behind camera, I can say right here on this camera. But I want to first start by saying welcome to everyone. And thank you to my boy Big Mike, who sent me my t-shirt before I went to France. It was sitting over at the P.O. box, you know, because I have a Jeep. And so he got me this.
That's a cute shirt.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, it's really cute.
Thank you very much, Big Mike. And I want to say thank you very much to my girl, LaTora, who sent me something from the Amazon wish list. It came today. The Amazon wish list called Shangri-La Deux is
what is it called?
Shangri-La Deux.
Girl, I'm gonna have to practice that.
It's down in the caption of the videos. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig TheWriter Stewart.
And I'm your boy Keon Stafford.
This is the Facebook and YouTube live version of So Much to Say. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. But wait, we're supposed to do our own little. But
girl,
it ain't Thursday.
Girl, that's why you had cut.
Oh, it is Thursday.
Oh, bitch, it is Thursday.
I didn't even realize today was Thursday.
What's
up, everybody? I'm Craig TheWriter Stewart.
I'm your boy Keon Stafford.
Welcome to the Thursday afternoon live. Girl, that cash app threw you off?
Where's the cue cards?
Honey, I can't see the cue cards.
I need the cue cards, please.
Cue cards, honey, cue card. Next card, honey, next card.
Next card, honey, next card.
Okay, LaBelle Jr.
It's
What's up, everybody? I'm Craig TheWriter Stewart.
And I'm your boy Keon Stafford.
Welcome to the Thursday afternoon live,
where we give you funny shit
to take your mind off the bullshit.
So sit back,
relax,
grab a drink,
a mimosa,
and enjoy the motherfucking show.
That's right.
Oh, I took your card.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Well, girl, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Well, it ain't 5 o'clock here.
What I said.
So I'm not drinking because you must have had a hard week.
Girl, let me tell you something.
It is too early for that.
It ain't too early. Shit. It's happy hour time.
Where?
Here in Atlanta. Girl, happy hour start at 3.
Happy hours from 4 to 7.
No. It's from 3 to 7.
Oh, they must do that on the black side of town.
Well, on my side, they showed up doing it, and I said the Caucasian area.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I said the Caucasian area.
I get very timid when I come into your community.
Not you.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, bring your gun next time.
Yeah.
Oh, Slim, you got you some new slides.
Yes.
Is them the Yeezys or the Easies?
No, these are the little $8 slides that I got off of TikTok.
Oh, they easy.
You know, I'm just spending money on that foolishness like y'all do.
Got some,
I got other things to do.
Right.
Ain't nobody giving all them people that extra money for no slides.
She down there doing that basement. That's why she can't. She got to buy $8 slides.
That's right. Times is hard.
It's a cute little 2-piece.
Thank you. I've had this for a couple years as well. This is from Amazon. It's located.
Girl, I love Amazon, honey. I buy stuff off Amazon.
Right. It's right. I know you had a couple outfits that you wore over here from Amazon. That little Palazzo short set.
Look, that suit I had on for my grandma party, I got it from Amazon.
Let me see it.
It was great, honey. I showed up. I ordered 2 from Amazon.
Well, let me not peek too hard over here.
Oh, girl, ain't nothing over there, child.
Girl, you love these little studded shoes. Girl, you Florida girls.
Girl, you worse than A. Wait, we say you so country.
Country with a K. Country with a K. Look at that. You can't tell him nothing.
Girl, I was sharp.
Them shoes sharp.
I was
About
sharp,
to
girl.
cut somebody.
Girl, I was sharp.
But girl, I just wanted to know, there's a lot that's been going on in the zeitgeist.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean when I say the zeitgeist?
Yes, you're talking about in the world and then
Out in the, yeah.
Great thing I'm that. You think I'm that slow, girl?
Well, girl, I guess you use your context clues. You were there at school that day when they went over context clues. But I was just wondering if when you were straight.
Oh, girl.
When you were masquerading around
that man there
like this. And that.
Girl, that man there was something
and
else.
That right there. I was just wondering, were you ever invited to any of these parties that TD Jakes and Puffy and Tyler were hosting, allegedly?
No.
Did they ever invite your kind in?
They didn't invite me in, honey. Mm-mm.
They didn't?
Mm-mm. Because I was really on the far east side.
Well, they thought so, too. They thought they were as well. But we in the community have always known. Now, some of these people that are watching are just now finding out.
Girl, and God may rest his soul, but Mr. EL too.
Who was EL? Eddie Long. Girl, I don't know why you acting like you can't say it. Eddie Long.
Mm-hmm. I ever told you about the story about his me and his granddaughter went to school together, right? And she used to always call me her cousin. So, girl, after that come out, I said, you cannot longer call me your cousin.
After that came out.
Girl, they weren't finna tie me with that.
Girl, because you had enough going on.
I said, her name, I don't know if I should say her name.
Well, girl, you ain't got to out her for that man's indiscretions. But, girl, what you been thinking about what's been going on with all of this stuff over here with Christian Keys and, the people were trying to let me have it, talking about, it don't make no sense.
First of all, it's clear as day, honey, that he's talking about TP. That's what I think he's talking about. Ain't no woman over there touching him like that. That's number one. Diddy, we've been talking about this stuff with Diddy, honey. Come on out, sis. It is 2013.
They all need to come on out.
Why are you living in denial?
Because they feel like they have to,
Y'all don't, it's gonna be a surviving Diddy coming out. I keep telling y'all that.
If 50 Cent has anything to
Because
do with it.
I believe everything that Cassie has said about him. I believe, and I'm scared to see what Carisha's gonna say.
Carisha ain't gonna say nothing. But here's what Christian posted earlier. This is the screensaver for this video. I know you all probably can't see that, so I'm gonna go ahead and read it, but I did post it on my Facebook and YouTube. So he said about an hour and a half ago, he says, some of these negative and ignorant comments are the exact reason that men, especially black men, don't talk about this kind of stuff. He's talking about those of you that said, he lying and he's just it's just a shakedown. He's talking about all of you that, that didn't want to believe him. And those of you who say, oh, ain't nobody touched him, ain't nobody bothered him. So he's talking about y'all. I pray that the people making the comments never have to experience anything like this. And y'all have said his name in the comments, which is crazy. He said y'all have said this man's name in the comments.
Y'all know who they talking about.
And I done already told y'all that Lee Daniels is not a billionaire. So then he goes on to say, and y'all have said his name in the comments, which is crazy, because that's how many people know what's going on. Trying to find the strength to finish this race. This is from his official
page,
his Twitter.
Let me ask you this. Why do you think, because let me say this before I ask you that. Men get touched at a young age, little boys. And it's not from just men. Women can be pedophiles too.
Yeah.
Women can be pedophiles too, but they don't talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
I know guys that have been molested
by women, right?
But see, but then you have ignorant ass people like Boosie, who will groom his sons or allow his sons to be groomed by some women because they think that's some way to ensure that they're not really gay.
Y'all help me out. Y'all may know his name. I don't know if you've seen the little 9-year-old rapper that's been going viral lately.
Yeah, we talked about it on the morning show.
I think that is so crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. But that's what I'm saying. But it ain't no different from what T.I. was saying several years ago when he said he was okay if his son lost his virginity or whatever, but he didn't want his daughter to lose her virginity. Like, what ignorant shit is that? Like, this is the kind of shit that y'all be allowing to pass by.
But Nicki was just on his show. He's a viral guy too. And the little 9-year-old was on his show. This video went by. He was rapping, and then he was saying how he gonna rape a girl, and then he caught himself because he knew what the hell he was saying. And that guy was like, he was trying to dig up in his ass, like, don't be saying that shit like that. But that goes you listening to these people or who you around, and these kids picking up, they pick up everything.
Boosie, Keisha said, what did Boosie do? This was several years ago. I was still working on the Queens Supreme Court with Madison. We did plenty of stories about this. Boosie was having his underage son. I think he was like 12 at the time, may have been 14, but I'm pretty sure he was about 12. And he was having these old strippers, old grown women strippers, have sex with his son. And I said then, and I'll say it again now, if that was some old man or older man preying on some young girl, it would have been statutory rape. And he was talking about the shit all across social media.
And he talked about the gays and his daughter boy.
Yeah, they let his son. I mean, they were sucking his son's dick and stuff. Yeah, it was all over the.
I remember that. And then he talked about the gays.
Yeah, it was his son and nephew. Yes, Portia. It wasn't just his son. Yeah, he talked about the gays so bad, but I think he was probably tapped in jail.
But child, his daughter, his daughter a lesbian.
Well, that's the way it usually happens. You know, the people that hate the gays or the trans.
Let me tell you something.
Usually end up.
I was cool with some church people. Me and their son was really cool. You know, growing up in my teenage days, and you know, once I came out, they had so much to say about me, right? How about one of their sons and their daughter gay? They was talking about how they want them to be around me and all this and all that.
It rubbed off of them.
No.
You didn't get away quick enough. They didn't get their kids away from you fast enough.
No, it ain't rub off on me, honey.
The gay jumped off of you
already.
The gay jumped off of you onto them.
That's
the logic. That's what they be saying.
They didn't want me because I read that some fifth how they were stealing money from the church while buying these new cars and stuff. And I used to let their ass have it.
Wait a minute, what happened?
You know, the pastors and stuff, they go steal money from the church and go buy new cars and new houses and all this stuff like that.
Well, I just said sitting in here the other day, you know, so many educated, high-earning black folks go to these mega churches and they write these big checks and never ask a question about where the money going.
Somebody went to God.
They went to a building.
It went to the lights, it went to the water, and it went to the pastor's
Or you making a sacrificial offering. Now, why you got to stand up in front of the church and ask for 10 people to come out or 20 people to come out with $1,000? What y'all doing with all this money? Y'all not helping nobody in the community? Oh, this is for the pastor because he about to close on the new house. Like, my thing is, and we talk about this on here all the time, about food deserts existing in the black community. Like, you can't, when you go into like most inner cities, you can't find decent produce or grocery stores that actually carry produce and healthy options. Right. Kind of thing. Why can't some of these black churches set up some grocery stores? Now, I know Eddie Long was trying to do something like that out there. That was one of the things he did, which I think was an act of contrition, but you know.
Shut up, Craig.
That's neither here nor there.
You know, but you know what, Craig? I really don't like to get into church stuff because it's a lot of stuff I can say about the church.
Oh, and I do.
Oh, no, I do too, but
because you know, I dated this fool. He was in my first book, Words Never Spoken. The commercial ran at the top of the video of this live. I was dating this clown. He was the one, if you read the book, who stole my winter clothes in the middle of January. Bitch had me walking around with t-shirts on and long sleeve, long john shirts underneath. Bitch, I ain't had no money to go out and replace that shit.
You was a baser?
I ain't had no money. What?
You was a baser?
What is that?
You don't know what a baser is?
Like base head drugs?
No, like a homeless person.
A baser? I ain't never heard of that.
That's what they call them in Florida.
Oh, I ain't never heard that.
A baser.
Well, he had me walking around in the middle of winter without no winter clothes. He had stole all my sweaters. This motherfucker went to church every Sunday. Was ripping and racing up and down the aisles, crying and jumping and talking.
I ain't gonna call the name, Sonny. But baby, let me tell you something. I ain't talking to nobody else in the church.
But wait a minute, let me say this. And so he used to talk about the gays that went to the club. Oh, they going to hell. They gonna burn in hell because they went in the club. He talked about the gays that went in the club. He said, oh, they gonna burn in hell. Meanwhile, this motherfucker was fucking the pastor of a church that he went to in Tennessee. And not only was he fucking this pastor, but the pastor was married. But you talking about, see, it's that kind of double standard bullshit. I thought he meant drugs too, ho. Bro, where I'm from, baser is like free basing. But when I tell you,
girl, a baser is what we call it in Florida.
When I tell you that fool was given every bit of self-righteous, but see, that's what a lot of them church kids do. They give all of that. They act like they so holier than thou. And they be the main ones that be out in these parks, these bathhouses, behind buildings, sucking dick, getting fucked on dirty mattresses and shit. Because I'm going to tell you, remember I went to New York last year and I went to see that play? What was that play I went to, that gay play I went to?
We went up there with Mike. But you went to the play with that lady.
I actually took Mike too.
Okay.
I ended up getting a ticket for Mike.
I remember
A Strange Loop. It was called A Strange Loop. That play that was on Broadway. Remember I told you guys about it, and it was such a great play. And I remember when I came back, I said to all of you, this is a play that Black gay men must see. It's a play for anybody, but I definitely think that Black gay men need to see it because it basically spoke on the self-hate that happens and how that self-hate pushes many to anonymous sex with strangers, and they made the connection of how in some instances that leads to HIV because you go to church, you hear this all the time, you're going to become HIV positive, you're going to die from AIDS, all this other stuff. And I think, this is me, this is not the play. I personally think, and I've thought for a long time, since I wrote my stage play, which was 2002, and Tyler Perry came to that show, I've thought for a long time that there's a connection between the church and HIV.
Why you say that?
Because that dogma that they preach, it's like if you tell a child, like if you verbally abuse a child or you verbally abuse a woman or a person in a relationship, eventually it starts to chip away at their self-esteem. And eventually they can start to believe that stuff. And so if you think about the Black gay people, queer people, they go to church week after week, month after month, year after year, and they're going on Easter, they're going on New Year's Eve, and all this other time. And you're hearing that you're going to burn in hell. And I think it's almost like in a subconscious way, you almost go out looking for the virus because you've been told you're going to get it, and that's how you're going to die.
You know,
you're going to get it, and you're going to die.
Us colors, that's what they taught. You know,
right.
If you're gay, this is what you're going to have.
And the very first guy that I fell in love with, which is also book number 1, Words Never Spoken. Girl, go ahead and get it on Audible. I'm trying to tell you. He said to me, the very first guy that I fell in love with, he said to me, when he found out he was positive, and I can say this because he's no longer here. He's passed on. But he said to me when he found out, he said, I mean, I think we all think we're going to get it at some point, didn't you? I said, hell no. I've never thought that. But I think there are a lot of Black gay men who carry this thought that it's someday that's going to be my reality. Hence, this whole term called bug chasing. We've talked about bug chasing before. where people go out and actively try to get the virus. They chase it.
I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah, it's called Alexa, what is bug chasing?
From calstate.edu. Bug chasing is the term used to describe a subset of gay men who purposely seek out to contract the HIV virus.
Don't play with me.
I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah. I've been in this field for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? Because when I dated that guy, I was on a path trying to figure out as much as I could about it. I was fascinated by it. And I remember being fascinated by anonymous sex and why people look for sex in dark, dank places like bathhouses, or in a bookstore, or in the gym, in the locker room, or in the park, or behind the movie theater on Cheshire Bridge, or, you know what I mean? Or Cypress Street down in Midtown. Like, what is that? Like, what is it that you're looking for? And I really do think that a lot of that shit is rooted back to religion.
Yeah.
I believe a lot of that shit is rooted back to religion. And I think that because, again, when you've been taught that who you are is wrong, and that who you are is going to put you on a direct path to become HIV positive and ultimately die from AIDS, I think for some, it works on some people. I think that's why the HIV rate is high in our community. I think that that's why the alcoholism rate is high in certain queer communities. The drug addiction rate is high.
The drug addiction rate,
baby, y'all,
extremely.
The black gays are really getting on this meth. Y'all been on Tina. Now Tina is street for cocaine. They've been on Tina.
They've been on it.
But that meth, baby, y'all losing your teeth and shit all in your hand. And then I think the other thing that happens too is there's a high suicide rate that happens in the queer community too.
But you know what, Craig? I haven't heard about a suicide in the community in a long time.
Yeah, well, the numbers are still high.
Now I'm gonna tell you what else. What else is taking the girls out in the community now? They and it's taking them out in the straight community too. These goddamn pills. They've been popping they've been popping these pills, and they go buy these pills from these people who say it's one thing. Percocets is the number one thing that they trying to get. And girl, whatever's in the girls taking the girls out. I'm talking about like that overnight.
It's crazy. It is crazy. And then I also wanted to say, Tina is meth. It is meth. Tina is meth. Well, what do they call coke?
White girl.
Tina is meth. Thanks for the correction.
They call it white girl, and they call it shit. There's another name for
it. Tina is meth. But then here's the other thing too. They might say powder, or they may say, or they'll say, "Who got a bump? You got a bump?" They call it a bump. Yeah. And so and that's what I'm saying. Like y'all sitting out here smoking weed and shit. You don't know what they done wrapped up in that shit. You don't know what they done rolled up in it. You don't know if they done put fentanyl in that shit.
Whitney too. They call it Whitney.
Oh, they call it Whitney. But it's just it's scary and it's sad.
Yeah.
And you don't know who's doing what, who's involved, in what circles, in what communities.
And let me tell you,
but keep that.
I don't judge nobody.
I don't judge nobody, but just keep it away from me.
I don't judge nobody. But when they on cocaine,
I'm fine with a little edible and a cocktail.
Hello.
That's where I stop.
Hello.
The buck stops here.
I tried smoking marijuana once upon a time, but honey, you ain't do that for me. Honey.
Yeah, no, I need my lungs. Yeah. I need my lungs.
Yeah, I don't like the aftertaste.
I need my lungs. I
smoke Black and Miles. I never smoked cigarettes. I smoke Black and Miles. But anyways, it's something about a certain look that people have that do cocaine. And I don't know, I always catch it. Somebody was around me I'll say about a year or two. And I said, one day, I was looking at them and I said, it's something about how they grind their teeth, or it's just how they look in their eyes, their pupils. It be all, I don't know, they just look funny. So I said, can I ask you a question, but I don't want to offend you.
Now, who was this?
I can't say.
I know it was somebody you ran into somewhere?
No, yeah, somebody I know. I said,
do I know?
No. I said, do you do cocaine?
And somebody you close to?
And they said,
You said cocaine?
Yeah. Bitch, do you do cocaine? And they paused. What made you ask me that? I said, by you saying that, they gave me my answer right there. But I just want to ask
Yeah, because if you ask me, I'm like, bitch, are you crazy?
Yeah, I just want to ask you because I want to know. You know, I'm not judging you, but if that's you, do your thing. But I just want to know because I don't want to catch. I don't want nobody, just like I clocked you, I don't want nobody else out in the streets to catch your teeth.
You ain't the first one to catch him.
I'm just saying.
Because if you said his skin is looking ashy and gray and pale.
You see how bitches, I ain't say shit about.
Well, somebody in the comments said they be
I ain't say shit about ashy.
I deduced.
I said it's about their eyes and how they move their mouth. It's like, they be like, yeah.
Yeah,
but,
keep that away from me.
He wound up saying, you know, yeah, I do it or whatever, you know, I do it as a party drug.
Child, they kill me with that. They always try to minimize it. And then here's the thing. Y'all done jumped on PrEP like it is just the end all be all.
Well, girl, hold on, girl, because I've been on it before all the girls caught on to it. And I still use condoms.
Girl, now you're not going to sit here and lie on this internet.
I do, bitch. No, I ain't say with my man.
Oh, okay. So I need you to clarify. Because communication is our partner. Because what you're not going to do is TD Jakes, my people.
One thing about her,
what you're not going to do is Tyler Perry, my people. What you're not going to do is Sean Puffy Combs, a.k.a. Brother Love or whatever the fuck, Diddy and all them other names he can count. But that's what you're not going to do.
Oh, I'm not, honey, because I'm a realist.
You're not going to tell no half-truths over here to my people.
Oh, I ain't tell no half-truths. I said I still use condoms. That's why I said
that. Okay, but I needed you to qualify that.
I said that. Well, I said it.
I still use condoms when I'm having casual or it's somebody that's not my man.
Somebody that's not my man.
Oh, okay. Be specific.
Oh, okay.
Girl, did you see on Twitter they call him TD Jakes, PB Jakes?
Power bottom
Jakes.
Baby, they want him out.
They call him PB Jakes.
I can't see my uncle over there bent over like that.
You said aunt.
Nah, them other ones.
Child, I've been knowing that. Listen.
Girl, watch what we say, girl, for you on the next
No,
blog.
I just paused.
You'll be on the next blog, girl.
I've been hearing stories.
Honey.
They just aren't always ready to hear those stories. And there's some things that I just can't say on this live. But I did say some things this morning on that Patreon. Where my people that put your hand up if you got into that Patreon this morning. I woke up, crust all in my eyes. I hadn't even brushed my teeth because I said I was going to give y'all that Patreon last night and I didn't do it. But I did it this morning.
Let me ask you, have you been invited to the parties?
I'm sorry?
Have you been invited to the
I beg your pardon?
Hello?
I'm sorry?
Have you been invited to the parties?
The answer is I've never been to one.
Oh. But use your context clues because he's been invited. You ain't want to go?
First of all, let me explain something to you about me.
Let me wait before you explain something about yourself to me. I want to ask you this, Craig. So you just ain't never like?
No, I haven't. I grew up. What were you gonna say? Because I know they want to know the question.
So I was gonna say they ain't never been like a thrill or like a rush for you to like.
The rush and the thrill that I had was when I used to be online, you know, and I write about it in my first book. And I'd be online, and it was an adrenaline rush where, you know, you get all these messages from people, and they're like, "Oh, I want you to fuck me. Oh, I just want you to hold me. Oh, you just so this, that, and the third, and oh, your body is this." You know what I mean? Like all of that was the thrill-seeking shit.
Okay.
But when I dug deeper, when you get underneath the current, niece,
okay,
and you realize, this is why it's important to be self-reflective and to be introspective, and to really kind of take time and like, really study yourself. I'm a Taurus. Like, we're very honest with ourselves about ourselves. And so when I realized why I was doing that, I was able to make those adjustments and be like, and I'm not saying that I was able to get off right away.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I wasn't having sex every day. I've said this before. But it was just like, okay, yeah, this kind of pacified the pain of what was going on in my life. Or what wasn't going on in my life.
Yeah.
Like there was no movement in my career. I was broke. Shit was fucked up, right?
Right.
And so this was the one outlet that kind of gave me a high.
Okay.
This was the one outlet. So I would get on that internet, get online, and I would just, you know, that those compliments and that validation.
Yeah, okay.
It did something for me.
Mm.
But then when I realized, no, I don't need validation from outside of myself.
Okay.
So I've never been, and this is not a judgment to those of you that, you know, fuck at the gym or I'm not even being funny when I say that. Like, I know there's a community of people who enjoy fucking in the park. You go out there in the middle of the night, you know, it's a thrill. They just did a sting over here in East Point.
Oh, they call it cruising.
Right. I know some of you like to cruise in the park and, you know, you out there with your pants around your ankles and you fucking or getting fucked. And, you know, me and Angela used to go running in the daytime, but we would see condoms down there on the trails. And you'd be like, girl, well, at least they're using condoms. So the thing is, and I know that there are people who like to do that kind of stuff at the gym, in the locker rooms, in the showers, in the saunas, you know, go to these sex parties. That's just never been my thing. And I'm just grateful that that's never been my thing.
Okay.
I've never been a person that's cared about having threesomes. I think I told y'all one time, I tried one time, and this was in 2005. I remember.
What your eye believe something about a threesome?
Child, we didn't even go all the way. We got naked and we started, and my spirit said, my child, this is not for you. Get your clothes on and send them home. Because we had to do it at my house, because I wasn't coming to your house. I don't know what camera you got in the closet, or you had me and they getting gang raped. But this was back in 2005, and I had just come out of a relationship.
They doing that.
Yeah, and so, you know, it was 2005, and I had just come out of a relationship, and I said to myself, well, if I'm going to ever try this, I need to do it now, because I ain't never going to do this again. And like for me, and I'm not sitting here trying to act like I ain't never had no one night stand, because I have. But what I'm saying,
okay, girl.
Yeah, I'm not saying that at all. But I do need you to hear me when I say the core of who I am never would allow me to get comfortable in all of that other stuff.
Okay.
Like, it just wouldn't allow me to get comfortable doing all of that. You know what I mean? Making a sport of it, like going to like these.
Because it is like a sport.
It's a sport for some.
Let me tell you this. Back in my straight days. Now, I ain't never been to no sex party.
Girl, you ain't never been straight.
I ain't never been to no sex.
You were like Tyler Perry, TD, and all of them other children. Kirk and Donnie and.
But back in my straight days, right? My thing was, you know, my adrenaline was to get the train. It was like a sport to get the train, and I used to get the train. You know, but you know, you grow, and you know, it was just something about the rush of, oh, I'm gonna get this man. He, you know, as what we would say, the man.
Look what one of my friends just sent me. So for those of you who were saying, oh, well, Christian Keys liked the comment saying that it wasn't Tyler. Look at this. Christian Keys says he didn't clear anyone's name after fans noticed he liked a tweet defending Tyler Perry. Y'all just be looking for stuff. I be trying to tell y'all. Now, the obvious shit y'all don't be wanting to see. But y'all be trying to draw inference from this other stuff. Look, and then look down here in the caption. He says, no, not accurate at all. I didn't clear anyone.
Hey, Shane.
See, y'all just don't want it to believe your hero.
Honey.
Y'all don't want it to be your hero.
Did you get that video I sent you about Tyler Perry? They was talking about they was talking about him in the church, saying how he gonna be a motivational speaker, but he wanna wear a dress in one moment. I'm gonna play it.
I think you sent that to me. Yeah, I did listen to that.
Baby, that Pastor ate Tyler up in there.
I mean, I don't get into all of that because, I mean, my thing is,
playing with it. This way you say playing with
I mean, I don't get into all of that because, I mean, Flip Wilson did it. I mean, Eddie Murphy has done it, even though, you know, the streets have been talking about Eddie for years, too.
Trying to be a motivational speaker, a preacher. Still making money from Medea and still trying to motivate. Motivate what? Who's motivating? Is it Medea or Tyler? Yeah.
Is it Medea or is it Tyler?
But my thing is, with him, he's the very type that somebody getting fucked tonight. Like, those are the ones you got to be careful of. They be the main one somewhere getting tapped or looking for some dick.
I told you it was. I was that person. Remember I told you about the.
I know.
What you know, bitch?
That you out here trying to read the gays like you were straight, but you were main one trying to suck that man's dick when you were 12.
I was 12.
You were 12.
Anyway,
when you sent that man that text message, someone
and my mama said, "You know how to do that?"
And his mama said, "You know how to do that?" His mama saw the text message.
She see they told on me.
So wait, so what happened? You used to be like that?
You know, so I used to be like that, be like, oh, gay people did it.
Did you used to do it like that?
No.
You did it like that?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
But I got a reality check one day because one of the guys who I used to like kind of bash because he was really flamboyant.
Like you are now.
Oh, I ain't flamboyant, honey.
I'm not flamboyant, honey. Did you catch that?
I'm in the middle. But
in the middle of what?
Flamboyant and masculine.
But you're leaning more to what?
Mask.
You're wearing a mask.
No. This is the spectrum. This me in the middle. Well, this me right here in this mask and this spin. So I'm like on this side.
No, you closer over here.
I'm like this. But anyway,
especially when you come here with this little purse and these little slides over. Go ahead.
So look. So I got a dose.
Girl, you stayed over here for a while too. Don't think once we get off this live, you leaving.
Oh, girl, she finna break me, honey. Look,
girl, we got to get the people some Patreon.
Yeah, we got to get some Patreon. That's fine. Yeah. So he grew up and he.
Who we talking about again? Oh, the gay boy.
The gay boy.
Okay.
He was very flamboyant in high school. Very. And we used to ride.
Very. Very.
we was on the bus, and I used to be like, he used to be trying to talk to me. I wouldn't talk to him or whatever. So he grew up, and he had.
Now you want to suck his dick?
Girl, he was fine. He had become masculine.
Girl, let me see a picture of him because I know you follow him on Instagram.
Girl, I'm blocked.
Oh, he didn't block
you.
You know his page? Pull it up.
I don't.
He blocked you.
This was years ago, Craig.
Because he remembered you were the fag that was calling him a fag.
Shut up. But anyways, we was talking. We was chatting or whatever on Facebook and stuff.
Oh, so you were trying to get in?
We were video, because it was like long time no see.
You were trying to canoodle up.
So he talked to me for maybe about 2 weeks straight.
He said, "That's that fag that was talking."
He knew it was me. And then one day he flipped the strip on me, Craig. He was just like, "You used to talk about me in high school." It was just like out the blue, Craig. Like we was talking. He was like, "What makes you think I would give you a chance?"
So you were trying to get in.
So he was just like,
he knew what you were doing.
He was like, "You want to talk to me now, but you used to dog me in high school." And
yeah, because
like,
he knew he had blossomed.
He went on and on and on. It was just like, bitch.
Girl, I would have left him on red. I'd have left his message.
No, girl, he said what he had to say, girl. He blocked me, girl.
Oh, you didn't even stand a chance.
I couldn't stand a chance, girl.
Oh, but you didn't get to roll your sleeves up.
Girl, I didn't even get to go like this, girl, and put my half in the butt.
Okay.
He said what he said, honey. And next thing you know, bitch, I was getting ready to type back in.
Girl, he lives in Florida?
No, he stayed up here.
You ain't ran to him at the Bulldog?
No, because he stayed up here, but he had moved back up north. So we were just talking, like, catching up, like, what's up? And girl, he talked to me for about 2 weeks straight, and bitch.
Yeah, he said, I'm going to get this bitch interested, and then I'm going to go ahead and block this hoe.
That's what he did. He did his big one on me, honey.
Right.
He did.
But I told this story before when I was in the theater company. This is in my first book as well.
So the rest I remember the story. Yeah, I talked about it before.
I don't remember this story.
You told me? Yeah, we talked about it on live.
Well, I was in this theater company when I first moved here. I'm telling this story really for the people that are new. New subscribers.
Well, girl, let me get me a drink because you lonely. Let me get me a drink.
Girl, hit the like button and the share button and the subscribe button.
You sure you want the drink?
Please hit the like button. Girl, go on and make me one.
It's 4 o'clock, yeah.
So yeah, I can have one now since it's 4 o'clock.
Oh, girl.
But since it's 4 o'clock, I feel better about myself.
Oh, you had to let that milk go down a little bit, girl.
Right. Now that it's 4 o'clock, I feel better about myself. Girl, we got to take you downstairs so you can see.
Yes,
see downstairs.
I want to go. I will wait till I get back over there.
I ain't forget my story. I'm gonna tell y'all. Hold on one
She
second.
got a big bottle of Jack Honey.
Girl, don't be trying to go through it. You drank up the small one.
We drank up the small one. You always said you love drinking stuff on me.
Girl, look at that. That's almost the whole cup.
No, it's not. Welcome to Bulldogs 2.2 at Craig.
Girl, damn if this is Bulldogs. This is the Shangri-La.
Girl, oh, I invited you to.
Oh, they said, see, he masculine. He just got a feminine walk. Not feminine, feminine.
Oh, baby, I got a stick to walk, honey.
Yo, we know that ankle is broke. Girl, what is all that lopsided walking? Thanks. Girl, sit your ass down.
Them knock ass knees.
Them knock ass knees.
I told you what they say about them knock knees, girl.
Girl, what they say?
The more them knees knock, the tighter in. I ain't never had no complaints.
Girl, this is strong.
Girl, I know it.
Ain't no more ginger ale in the cup, in the can.
You know, the older you get, the weaker you get.
Girl, I mean, it ain't even 4 o'clock yet.
I was supposed to a little bit.
I can tell. Okay, thanks.
Girl, Slim, you like my walk, Slim? You ain't know who I got a stick in the walk. Slim, I see you peeping at my walk, honey. I know I'm a little slim thick.
Anyway, so when I first went to Atlanta, I was writing for this theater company. And you know, wherever there's a theater company, there are gay men. And when I tell you, there was this guy in the theater company, he was so feminine. There were a couple, but this particular guy, and I'm not repulsed by that now. But at the time, I was in my own shit. I was struggling with my own sexuality, trying to hide, and you know, like Tyler and the rest of the kids.
You was trying to hide?
Child, yeah, you know, like Tyler and them.
Girl, I thought you was gay all your life. Well, I knew you was gay all your life, but I didn't think you went through a phase where you was trying to hide.
Well, so is Tyler, but I mean,
stop out trying
allegedly.
To out. Stop.
I ain't trying to out him. Girl, the Boondocks did a great job of it. They snatched the Boondocks off the air.
He got a child,
and
that they don't talk about.
So what happened was I used to write for this theater company, and there was this one particular gay guy. He just used to look at me all the time, and he would.
How used to be great.
And his eyes would be like that, and his lips would be perched, and he was. Like he would talk to me like that. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, and so I was like, hey, so I got to the point where I wouldn't even look at him when I would come into. I described this in my first book, for real. But when I tell you, I wouldn't even look at this motherfucker, because I was like, And so you know when I say a rose can smell a rose, I got that phrase from him. So anyway, when we finally had a conversation, because I ended up becoming cool with him.
Look, he said,
a rose, that's the one who said it, Cabby Cab. He must have remembered the story. And so he and I became cool, but I just kept him at bay for a very long time. Because see, what happens is, yeah, classic shade, John Jordan, until you grow. You understand? And I think that's what happens with the Tylers of the world, and you know, the TD Jakes and the Kirk Franklins and Donnie McClurkins. But you know, they don't want, allegedly, they don't want men who are living that secret life, or they feel like they've left that life behind because they now have children or a wife or a girlfriend. They try to separate those two worlds.
Yeah.
And so a part of separating those two worlds means being really nasty to gay men openly.
Yeah.
And so, like, ladies, when you have a cousin or a brother or a boyfriend or a man in your life who cannot stand
a gay man
or be around a gay man, who always got something to say about a gay man, that's the motherfucker you got to watch out for.
Because he the man.
Because why are you so venomous? And it's no different than what we're saying. So like Keon was shady to this gay boy. I was shady to that gay boy when I first, but now we're comfortable in who we are. We don't do all of that. But that's what they typically do. They try to separate themselves, try to act like they like y'all know my friend Adrian, he's straight as they come. He don't have no problem hugging me. He be all on the live, hugging me. Yeah. What's up, man? I talked to him yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yesterday or the day before. Because I'm having some people over on Saturday. So I'm definitely going to give y'all some Patreon because my mother and my Aunt Gloria are coming. And so I invited him and Toya because he just proposed to her.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
And so he called me that day, man, I got to tell you I'm engaged. I said, oh, you got the ring? He said, yeah, I got the ring. So long story short, he's straight as a board. Straight as a board. Don't give a damn about what nobody said. Like, he's a supervisor at his job. But back in the day, when I used to go over there all of the time, because like I would stop by there sometimes even if I wasn't getting work done to the car. Yeah. Like, because I lived over there for a period of time over that way. And like sometimes I might be going to get lunch or he and I might plan to get lunch or something like that. And I would go over there and he'd be like, all right, man, here I come. But he'd be like finishing up on a car. And then I might jump in the car with him and go, or he might jump in my car, we might go, or we follow each other. And the guys at the job would be trying to make fun, be like, oh, who's Farnsworth Bentley? Because you're not come over there with a scarf and shit on. Yeah. And they're like, who Farnsworth Bentley here? Like they would always try to make little jokes like he was we met with that's your boyfriend here, you know, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And he's like, man, that's fine. He would tell me. The only reason I knew is because he told me. Yeah. He said, I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. But a man who's clear about who he is, don't give a damn about that. That man jumps and hugs on me. He'll give me a kiss on my cheek. All right, man, I love you, man. Like he'll say it when we get off the phone. Like that's people who are struggling, they're the ones you got to watch out for. The ones that are nasty. Yeah. To gay people for no reason.
No, most definitely. Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this.
Or very short with them. Won't look you in the eyes.
I think that every man has either thought about it. No, listen.
Go ahead, because I don't know if I don't know if I'm on this train.
I would say every man, but I would say majority of the men have even thought about it or have indulged in.
Wait, no, I think he got to go to the bathroom. Where he at?
You got a porta pot outside?
Did he just try to come up? Let me tell you about white people and how entitled they are. Let me show you how I'm gonna pull him together. Now, how you know I ain't in here naked? You trying to walk in my door?
I wouldn't bother. Nothing surprises me in this world.
Oh my God! You need some water?
Yeah, I'll put this in up the sink.
Yeah, you can. That's all I can. Push the handle back because it's cold. This is cold.
Go back and go.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be nosy too, y'all. Mm-hmm.
Why you come to the back door?
Because I came up the steps and I was like, well, let me see if the truck's out there. Wait a left.
Oh.
That's why I came around the front so I could see the people there. Instead of coming up the back and peeking in the back door like an old burglar.
Yeah, you know, I may have felt safe if I saw this white man looking through my window. You know how y'all do us.
I got white privilege.
Listen to him. Well, over here, I got black privilege.
You need to put a porta pot outside. I hope you're comfortable with them coming up in your
Trust me and believe me when I tell you, whenever they use the bathroom, I wipes that toilet down. I goes in there and disinfects, okay? Okay, you were telling the story. Were you telling the story? When he knocked on the door? What were we talking about when he knocked on the door, y'all? Hey, Donna Lee. Oh, you know what I did want to tell you guys, though? You guys know that I'm getting ready to do Telling Our Stories, the Paris edition, right? So if you guys have a business or something that you want to promote, it may not even be a full-fledged business. If you have something that you want to promote, I am accepting sponsorships for that. If you watch the very first Telling Our Stories, remember how I used to do commercials? Excuse me, and I'm saying this episode of Telling Our Stories is sponsored by. We can do that for you. It works really well if you have a website, because then I can say your little slogan, or I can say your website, visit www.da-da-da-da, you know, whatever. And also, let's just say you just have like an Instagram page, but you still have a product that you're selling. You may want to do that as well. And like, I'll do like something special for those. Like if you don't have like an actual website, But it really will be great if you have like a small commercial. You know, like my little commercials that I run for my books. Like you have like a 30-second commercial or a 45-second or minute-long commercial. I can run that for you. Just email me, but do it now because we're starting the editing process now. Okay, so email it to me. My email is bookthewriter@gmail.com. Bookthewriter@gmail.com. Okay. And all right, you're welcome. And if you have like photos of your product, just email it and we can just start there. And then I'll tell you what to send me. Like if you have like a little video or if you have like pictures of your product, we can run that inside of the episodes. Okay. And it's gonna be really affordable. It's not gonna be nothing crazy, okay? Because I'm thinking about like the lowest price product placement will be like $50. And I'm thinking like the maximum will probably be like $250. But that's gonna be like if you got a video and you want me to say the website and it's gonna, because remember it's gonna run across the screen and all of that stuff too. Yeah. So just let me know, just email me. But were you saying something? Say what you were saying.
I forgot because
when he came in,
he threw me off.
Alexa, lock the front door.
Girl, he had threw me off. Girl, I didn't know if I need to go get my purse and get my gun.
Didn't lock the front
Girl, you need to tell them they need to get a 40 pot. I want to come up in your house like that, even though they almost finished. Y'all need to use the bathroom.
Which how they usually go out there and pee in the crib.
Y'all use the bathroom that's downstairs that y'all putting together, but don't come up inside my house. They don't need to see.
Right. The deadline, we'll do it. So I'm not planning to run the first episode until the last Monday in January. So let's just say.
Thank you, Monster. I'm gonna get back to the story. I had totally forgot.
Oh, she remembered what you were talking about?
I was talking about most men.
Oh, okay, right. So we'll say the deadline will be Martin Luther King weekend. What's that, like the 15th or something like that? Just email me. You have plenty of time because, like I said, we're just getting started in terms of the editing.
So most men have even thought about or have indulged in some type of gay activity.
Let's see, I don't agree with that.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why.
When you get in the words, when you start saying shit like most men.
Let me say this, Craig. Let me say this. Whether you want to believe it or not, or whether people want to talk about it or not, right? Mm-hmm. As teenagers, we all, well, I ain't gonna say we all, but a lot of people or a lot of men have jacked off with their homeboys, watching porn or something in that nature. Or when you little and you playing mommy and daddy or at the house, or it start with your cousins and stuff like that. People have did certain things is what I'm saying.
I don't know if I would say most though.
Why not most? If that's a little extreme, then oh well. But a lot of people have done that. But if you, girl, and it's not just men either. Women have did.
Now, women, I would agree.
Men have too, Craig. They just don't talk about it because, and I'm gonna tell you why. I just thought about this.
I would be more comfortable saying most women have tiptoed in the lady pond before I would say most men. I think a lot of men have, like, there are a lot of men. Well, go finish your point, then I'll say.
And then also, I was going to ask you a question because I was just, as I was saying this, I thought about something else. I was watching a podcast the other day. They was recording and stuff, and they was talking. It was something like, it was in the nature of what we're talking about now. But I was going to ask you, do you think that it's necessary for a man to tell a woman that he has came on the other side in his younger days, even he's not doing it now, today? So let's say you're 47, right? Let's say, for instance, 25-year-old Craig have dealt with a man, right? But now you're 47 and you have been living your life outside of the 25-year-old. You've been living your life, you've been messing as a heterosexual man or whatever, right? Do you feel like that's necessary to tell the woman?
I think if she asks. Now, I don't know if you got to go volunteering that, especially because what it sounds like you're saying is if he had an experience.
Right.
Or if he messed around a little bit while he was 25. Right. Didn't realize that wasn't for him.
Right.
And then he never did it again. I mean, I think if she asked, like, have you ever been with another guy? I think it would be wrong to be like, no, I haven't. Well, no, you have when you were 25. I mean, it may have been 22 years ago, and that may have been the only time that you did it. But I think it's forthcoming. What is that? I saw an article about more companies hiring people without degrees. Oh, so
back to the subject at hand.
Shady McGrady.
No, not that.
No, I know.
Back to the subject at hand.
But no, I think that I would be more comfortable saying most women, because a lot of women have played with another woman before, especially when they get to college. They'll have an experience when they're in college. They may have kissed a girl, and I'm not saying you had to put your tongue down there, but a lot of girls have kind of gotten naked and played with each other before.
And I think for men, is through middle school through high school.
I mean,
even college.
I do think guys have experiences, but I struggle with the word most men, because I know a lot of guys that have never done anything like that. Now that doesn't mean
I know men who haven't either, but I also know men who have said, "You want to give me some head? Oh, you want to do this? Oh, you want to do that?"
Well, they probably bisexual.
No, it's about the experience. They want to try it.
What straight man has said that to you?
I've had a couple as a teen and up. I have. You think you just chilling with your friend or somebody that
Well,
just?
That's what I'm saying. I think he probably already had.
No, but most people, it's about curiosity, Craig. A lot of men are curious. Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that.
We'll just agree to disagree.
I just don't think that they were straight. I'm with Mr. D. I know men lie, but what I'm saying is,
okay, let's go back from childhood. We're gonna go from childhood to high school. We're gonna use elementary, middle, high school, right?
I do agree that there are guys who, because me and my straight friends, my male friends, when we were teenagers, we used to get together and watch porn.
Okay.
But none of them ever like pulled it. Now, one of my friends, he did used to pull his dick out. Like we'd be walking, he would just be peeing. Now, if any of them I thought may have been curious, I thought maybe him.
You ain't never wrestled. Let me ask you this: you ain't never wrestled with maybe one of your friends, let's see, and your dick got hard?
Not that I recall, because again, I saw them as straight.
Right, it's straight or not, Craig. It happens.
Now, what I will tell you is, like, when we used to go swimming and shit like that, and we'd be changing clothes, I would be kind of like getting a little look. You know what I'm saying? And all men have seen another man's dick. Now, that's what they will sometimes try to pretend. I ain't never looked at no other. Yeah, yes, the fuck you have. Yeah, you have. That's something that they will try to pretend never happened. Every man has at least looked at another man's dick to try to peep, to see, to try to compare. You know what I mean?
I'm with Paulette. Paulette said porn is a getaway.
Porn is a gateway.
A gateway, I mean.
But yeah, and so like, I mean, I do agree with that. I do agree. Now, like, you see a lot of these gay boys that are in these little, what do they call them when they laying around together in a room, jacking off, jack sessions, or jack parties. I see a lot of
some shit they call.
But I don't know straight men getting around together doing that.
I'm not saying as a adult, Craig. We talking about younger years. Is what I'm saying. You said you and your friends used to do it. You may have touched, or it's just different things you do as kids. Is what I'm saying, or as teenagers, where you
circle jerk.
Oh, wow, I ain't never heard that. But yeah,
I don't know. Like, I mean. Well, y'all heard what I told y'all that was told to me on that Patreon this morning by the person that we've been talking about all afternoon. And I'm not going to go any further, but I said it on my Patreon today. Now, he said something to me that was very shocking. And then turned around and started talking. Let me stop. But yeah. So now I've heard people say, you know, they've never, that they believe all men will mess around. I don't necessarily agree with that.
I don't think all men. I will say that I don't think all men, but majority. Craig, let me tell you something. As you say, you've been in the game a long time. Girl, I've been in the game a long time.
I'm not really attracted to straight men, though. I have to tell you.
Not
because I always think about hygiene. Now, I might see a guy that's straight and I think he's fine, But then when I start thinking about hygiene, him coming about them underwear and that shit ain't right, like I just don't think straight men are the most clean.
But nowadays, shit, you got some clean straight men. You don't care. They shave. They got them pubes and shit too now. But I will say majority, Craig. We can agree. Some people agree with me. Some people are not agreeing with me. Some people say this is when I show my real age. No. This is the truth.
But how do you know that those men that you're talking about just weren't?
Craig, let me tell you something. As you would say, bitch, like you said last night, you can tell how men look at you.
But that's what I'm saying. How do you know he's not a punk?
Craig, not all. It's curiosity. Hell, I'm curious. Well, I'm curious now to go back and tap on goddamn water. It's curiosity. I never tried. You can't knock it till you try it. Hello, come back. You can't knock it till you try it.
I don't know, Keon. I don't know about that.
Okay. Well, we'll just agree to
Now, I will say, too, because Madison and I just had this conversation the other day. I do think that there are men who are involved with women, bio women, who are interested in trans women who would never be interested in a boy,
in a
man. Because there are, we don't need no more categories, but I do think that there needs to be a category for that. Because I don't necessarily, I know that trans women have a penis, unless they've had surgery, but I don't necessarily think that makes that man gay because he's with a trans girl.
Right, because he's attracted to
the illusion.
The illusion, and she's feminine.
And even if she's fucking him, I think she's attracted to that. He's attracted to that. And I think that there are men, and I've never done a study, I don't know, I'm just telling you what I'm thinking. I almost kind of feel like there are men who are attracted to trans women who may not even venture out into the trans community if they felt comfortable enough to go to their woman and say, I want you to fuck me with that dildo.
Well, we was talking, girl, let me say, we was just talking about this at work last night. At work,
I want you to put that strap on.
We were just talking about, because one of my coworkers, she was saying, I don't know why people always come to me and ask me different things. She was saying, do you think it's gay for a woman to peg her husband or peg her boyfriend?
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, I said, at the end of the day, is what I told her. I said, let me tell you this. At the end of the day, your man G-spot is in his ass. I don't care if he gay.
Girl, you learned that from me, girl.
Girl, I ain't learned that from you, bitch. I know. Bitch, let me say, I've been fucking long enough to know where my spot is up in that musty, honey. I know where it's at. But we was talking. But anyways, I'm going back to you. I went to a pageant maybe about 2 weeks ago. Right? The beginning of December. And I seen some trans men that I didn't know was trans men. When I realized and I got confirmation they was trans men, I was still attracted to them because they was masculine. I'm not attracted to a female sexually because of her.
Miss Chris is new here, but she says she loves pegging men. So Miss Chrissy, or Miss Chris, I want to know how they ask you. How do they get comfortable with you to get to that point? Like, how do these men, or do you just do it and then you just, get...
I asked my coworker, I said, well, how does that turn you on? And I'll let her answer before I say what the coworker told me.
But I think that, I don't think that it's gay if a man wants his girlfriend or wife to peg him. Because just because he wants to do that with her doesn't mean he wants to do it with a trans girl or a man.
And let me tell you something. More women are tossing men salads nowadays than anything.
Oh, I know.
That's like the thing now. And it's being talked about from Suki.
But see, the thing is, that's what I'm saying. These straight men, they gotta clean their behinds. Because I would hate for you to get down there.
And with a dookie, because you know they'll believe in like shaving the near you, so you know it'd be real hair.
Shit, they don't believe in wiping good because a lot of them say it's gay to put their finger up there with the tissue.
Child.
Well, how you gonna clean that shaft, sir?
They eat it, baby.
You wiping down through your crack?
Would you let a woman eat you? Huh? Would you let a woman put your legs to the moon?
Why would I be having sex with a woman?
I didn't say that. I just said, would you let a woman put your legs to the moon?
I have sex with men.
That's true. I just said, just because you get head, just like, perfect example. I had somebody tell me it's not gay for a man to get head from another man, but it's gay for them to fuck them. You got people out there think like that.
That is insane.
No,
but you know, you got some of these idiots talking about.
Think like that.
You got some of these idiots talking about that it's gay for two men to FaceTime each other. What?
Girl, they was talking about it's gay for men to smoke hookah. Child, they want to categorize everything as gay.
But that was your girl Carisha that said that. Yes, the
I can call my straight guy best friend right now. I text him 4 o'clock this morning. He was at work.
Ain't nobody just eating ass without sex, okay? Because I want to do a little something after that. What a conversation! Wow. Hey, Zelma. Girl, Zelma, you asked yesterday, was Jack my cleaning lady? Girl, Jack sent that screenshot. I was like, who the hell is Zelma? I said, I don't know. Yeah. Mike says strictly dickly. Mike, what are you over there doing in Phoenix?
Baby.
You having your salad tossed? Pegging is common and see, that's the thing. There are a lot of men who enjoy pegging and they have those conversations with their partner, but they won't talk about that shit with other men.
Yeah.
I'm very aware of that too, Miss Chris. Because so did I miss your comment? Did you answer the last question that I was asking? Like, how did you know that the guys that you've pegged were interested in that? Did you ask them if you could peg them? And I'm sure you didn't say, "Can I peg you?" But how did you get into that? Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Beauty Mark. Pegging is not. It's a. Mike W. I asked what you over there doing. You eating, getting ate. He talking about it's the prepping. I know what it is. What you over there doing? Oh, you getting ate? Oh. Let me check these flights to Phoenix. No. But yeah, like I don't know how those conversations go. I guess a man would have to really be comfortable in his skin because we should. Oh wait,
you just asked about him too.
She said we shared the same interests. We discussed sexual desires, and it happened. I know that's right. I know that's right, Miss Chris. But you know, and a lot of men won't explore with their female, like girlfriend, wife, whatever, because some of them are ashamed to ask certain things like that. And that's why a lot of times people have sexual fantasies outside of their relationships because they feel like they can't be open with their partner. And sometimes you just fucking ashamed because sometimes your partner can make you feel very okay.
Yeah. And sometimes your partner can make you feel very low too, Craig. Or let me tell you, when you talking to people or you just hear them say, "Oh, I would never do this," or "I would never do that," may be something you're interested in and may want to explore with your partner, but because they the bad mouth you, like, you know,
you're reluctant to say it. Yeah. That's what I was going to say about you earlier when you were talking about the gay people that their family was in the church or something, and two of them are gay now or something. Sometimes parents will say, "Stay away from him, he gay." Sometimes they'll say that and do that kind of shit and be real open about it because they know that their child is gay. And it's almost like they're trying to send like a dog whistle. It's almost like they're trying to send a subliminal, not really subliminal, but they're trying to let them know without saying directly to them. Yeah. Because like this guy that I used to date years ago, I remember he said to me, his mother used to always say, yeah, none of my children better not come back around here being no sissy or whatever it was that she said. But when I tell you, I think that she, you know, sometimes parents say stuff like that because they already know that their child is you know.
Look, let me tell you, I had a homegirl, right? Back in, she was a little older, but back in when I was in school, she used to say, I was a little ass, because she got pregnant in school early. She was a little older, but she got pregnant in school. She used to say, I used to be the ones who say, I ain't gonna suck no dick.
And then she's sucking dick.
She said, let me tell you something. She said, when you become grown and when you start doing what you do and it get hot down there, she said, baby, you do anything to get that nut. She said, whether you want to suck it, you want to rub it, whatever. And that stuck with me.
But you know, when I was growing up, like in school, you know, going to school, elementary school, well, not elementary school, but middle school, high school, when people starting to have sex, middle school, high school. Yeah, so if you got middle school children, get ready because they're about to have sex if they're not already. So stop denying and stop lying to yourself. Have the talk, get the condoms, get the birth control, and let them know what's out here. So anyway, there's a lot of parents want to have the conversation with their kids about sex because they think that they're giving them license or permission to have sex. And it's just like, you're trying to stop being crazy and start having a conversation.
By the time I was in 9th grade, honey, I knew some tricks.
So, girl, your mother knew at 12 when you were sending that man a text message about sucking his dick. So she knew. But here's the thing. When I was in middle school and high school, it was offensive to say, oh, Keisha, that's why you suck such and such dick. Like that those were fighting words.
Yeah.
You ain't talking about nobody sucking nobody. Like that was highly offensive.
Yeah, no, I know.
And it was regarded as so disgusting and just like vile.
Uh-huh.
Ew, she sucked dick. Oh my God. She sucked. They said she sucked dick. Like it was like taboo.
Yeah.
But now it's just like everybody talking about sucking dick or eating ass or eating somebody coochie. And you're just like, girl. And you know, and the other thing back when I was in school, nobody, yeah, we would fight over that shit. But the other thing is that shit was highly offensive. But the other thing too is when you did mature enough to know that, you know, that's just a part of sex, it was not something that you did with everybody.
Yeah.
Well, y'all sucking dick and eating ass with everybody y'all lay down with. Y'all ain't selective at all. Like y'all out here fucking everybody raw. I mean. It was such a lovely day today.
Oh, happy day when Jesus won. Ooh, yeah. Oh, wow.
I mean, y'all out here fucking everybody raw. Sure, y'all ain't selective at all. Girl, that was supposed to be something that was supposed to be special. You supposed to do that with the...
Baby, let niggas nut up in them and everything.
Girl, because y'all on prep.
Ooh. Honey. Ooh. This is a nice Christmas tree, Craig.
Did I ever tell you about the story of a homegirl of mine? She said to me one day, she said, I know I told this story on this live before. She was like, yeah, child, I got him to pay the cable bill and the phone bill and da-da-da. She said, but honey, he ain't got no key over here. He is not getting no key, child. He can pay for these bills, honey, but he cannot get no key. I said, well, girl, who cares about a key? He's already fucking you raw, honey. He's nutting in you. So you think having a key is more special than him nutting in you raw?
What she said?
She said, oh, bitch, I didn't think about that. She said, oh, you had let me have it with that. I said, girl, because the key, you can go change the door lock. Girl, if he give you something you can't get rid of, girl, that's it. That is it, girl. You can be down at the health department looking for penicillin.
Baby, listen.
She talking about, well, he ain't got no key. I'm like, well, girl, he got the key. Oh, he got the key, girl.
Let me tell you, Craig. You said so.
He has the key. That is the key.
back in the day, let me tell you something, because we was born, or not born, but we was raised that if you gay, you would have HIV or whatever, or die of AIDS, right? So that's how my god brother died at 17. He died from AIDS or whatever, right? But girl, every time I used to,
he's talking about you let me have it with that one.
I'm gonna tell you who used to scare me with her videos. Marsha Ambrosius, whatever.
Oh, that far away?
Baby, listen. All her videos used to scare me. Girl, I used to be scared to watch her videos.
Girl, I can't stand all that yodeling and shit she be doing.
Baby,
sound like a damn baby lamb in distress. Thank you, Brandon Fowler, for the Kevin Davis sent me a cash app, said found it. That was something I said on Patreon this morning. Hey Cheryl, thank you, Cheryl. My girl Nicola sent the cash app. And Lamaya, I always want to say Lamia, but it's Lamaya. Yeah, all that throaty singing, child. Girl, what is she saying? On all them runs and carrying on. I'm like, girl, where is the flowettress to balance that out? Girl, I don't know what she's saying. But listen, niece, I gotta wrap up because we got to go downstairs.
We'll give y'all a little Patreon.
Yeah, we're gonna give y'all some Patreon, but I gotta go downstairs because they're about to be finished for the day. And I need to go down here and supervise real quick before they get up out here. Excuse me, can you check this right here? I need you to look at it. So anyway, listen, you guys have an amazing afternoon. Get home safely from work. Have something decent and proper for dinner. If you were telling yourself that you were going to go to the gym today, get your ass over to the gym, niece. My girl Mantra said she sent a Zelle. Thank you, Mantra.
I've been telling myself that for the last week.
If you said you were going to the gym, go to the gym, niece. Go on to the gym. This is your wake-up call. This is your reminder. The universe said, go ahead, okay? It's using me to tell you to go to the... Oh, and I want to say thank you to my girl Najula, who sent me a Christmas Zelle as well. Thank you, Najula. Mantra, I don't see no Zelle from you, niece. Did you send it to the right email? Or you sent that to Keon? Oh, yeah, let me go ahead and clean this bathroom, too. How about that? All right, listen, you guys have an amazing day. Thank you so much. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, and download the Audible versions of my books. Bye.
Bye.